After crossing the age of 60, have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep doesn't come as easily as it used to? Do you sometimes wake up in the middle of the night, tossing and turning, your mind restless, your body tired, yet unable to drift back to peaceful rest? Or maybe you've noticed that your mornings don't feel the same anymore? That spark, that energy, that vigor you once carried seems to fade a little more each day. Now, here's the question I want you to really think about. What if the solution isn't in a pill bottle or in complicated treatments, but in something so simple, so natural, that you may have walked past it 100 times at the market without realizing its power? What if I told you that eating just one single nut at night, yes, only one, could begin to restore that deep, satisfying sleep you've been missing, while also supporting your strength, your vitality, and even your confidence as you age? You see, for so many men and women in their golden years, small changes sneak up quietly. A little less energy. A little more tiredness. Nights that feel longer, mornings that feel heavier. These aren't just inconveniences. They slowly steal away the joy of living. But here's the beautiful part. Sometimes nature hides the answers in the simplest places. In today's video, I'll show you the surprising benefits of one nut you can enjoy before bedtime. By the time you finish watching, you'll understand how this nut works inside your body, why it matters more after 60, and how it could help you sleep deeper, feel stronger, and even revive that inner vigor you thought was gone for good. But before we dive in, I want to hear from you. If you care about staying strong, active, and full of life in your golden years, type "I'm here" in the comments right now. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button and join our family here at Elderly Advice for Life, where every video is designed to make your later years brighter, healthier, and more fulfilling. Now let's begin with the nut itself. The nut I've been hinting at is none other than the walnut. At first glance, it may look ordinary, something you'd sprinkle over a salad or crush into a cake. But inside this small shell lies a powerhouse of nutrients that can quietly transform the way you rest and recover at night. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a grandfather in his mid-60s. For years he struggled with restless nights. He would lie in bed for hours, staring at the clock, waiting for sleep to come. When it finally did, it was shallow and broken. He would wake up several times, only to rise in the morning more tired than when he went to bed. Doctors suggested pills, teas, even exercises, but nothing brought lasting relief. Then one evening, almost by accident, he began adding just a few walnuts to his nightly routine. Slowly, something remarkable happened. His nights grew calmer. His eyes closed more easily. And for the first time in a long while, he woke up refreshed, ready to face the day. This isn't magic. It's science. Walnuts are naturally rich in melatonin, the very hormone your body produces to regulate sleep. Think of melatonin as the gentle signal that tells your brain, it's time to rest. As we age, our body's natural production of melatonin declines, which is one reason why many elderly people struggle with sleeplessness. Alongside melatonin, walnuts also contain magnesium, a mineral that helps relax muscles and calm the nervous system. Together, these two nutrients form a natural recipe for deeper, more restorative sleep. Yet here's where many people go wrong. When sleep problems arise, the first thought is often medication, sleeping pills, supplements, quick fixes. But here's the truth: while those might help temporarily, they often come with side effects or dependency. What most people don't realize is that simple, natural foods like walnuts can be just as effective, if not more sustainable, in supporting healthy sleep patterns. So what can you do? The practical step is simple. Don't rush to eat a whole bowl of walnuts. Start small. Just 1 or 2 walnuts before bedtime is enough. Pair it with a glass of water or warm herbal tea, and let your body adjust naturally. Over time, you may notice your sleep becoming more peaceful, your mornings more energized. But deep sleep is only part of the story. Because while rest is important, there's another benefit to this powerful nut that often goes unnoticed: energy and vigor. And that's what we'll explore next. Sleep is one gift walnuts can restore, but what about the way you feel during the day? Because let's be honest, what good is sleep if you wake up in the morning still dragging your feet, yawning through breakfast, and watching the hours crawl by with no energy to enjoy them? I want you to picture someone, an elderly woman in her late 60s. For years, she began each morning already exhausted. She would wake up, shuffle slowly to the kitchen, and sit at the table staring at her cup of tea, feeling drained before the day even started. By the afternoon it was even worse, her body heavy, her spirit low. She thought this was just how aging worked, that energy simply slips away as the years pass. But then she made a small change. She started eating a few walnuts in the evenings. Within weeks she noticed something unexpected. Her mornings no longer felt like a battle. By the afternoons, instead of collapsing into her chair, she found herself moving with a little more ease, her energy lasting longer into the day. Why did this happen? The answer lies inside the walnut. Walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids and powerful antioxidants. Omega-3s are like fuel for the brain and blood. They improve circulation, making sure oxygen and nutrients actually reach your muscles and your mind. Antioxidants, on the other hand, fight off the invisible stress and damage caused by aging, helping your body stay active and resilient. Together, they don't just give you a quick burst of energy, they give you steady, lasting vigor throughout the day. But here's the problem. When most elderly people feel tired, they reach for the wrong fixes. A spoonful of sugar in the tea. A second cup of coffee in the afternoon. Maybe even a sweet snack to keep going. And yes, those things might give you a short boost. But it never lasts. Sugar and caffeine are like lighting a match. They flare up quickly, but they burn out just as fast, leaving you even more tired, sometimes jittery, sometimes restless at night. That's why walnuts are different. They don't trick your body with artificial highs. Instead, they feed your body what it truly needs: nutrients that keep your mind sharp, your blood flowing, and your energy balanced. So the advice is simple. Instead of reaching for late-night sugary snacks or that extra cup of coffee, reach for 1 or 2 walnuts instead. Small, natural, powerful. Over time, you may notice that tired heaviness lifting, replaced by a steadier, calmer kind of strength. Energy is good, but what about potency and vitality, especially for men after 60? Energy and good sleep are powerful gifts, but let's be honest, there's another part of life that often weighs heavily on the minds of men as they grow older. Potency. Vitality. That quiet question of, do I still have what it takes? I want you to picture a man in his early 60s. He was strong once, confident once, full of vigor. But with the passing years, he noticed subtle changes. His energy for intimacy wasn't the same, his confidence slowly faded, and embarrassment began to take root. He avoided conversations about it, thinking this was simply the way of aging, that nothing could be done. But then, after making small tweaks to his diet, one of which was adding walnuts regularly, he noticed changes. His energy began to rise. His confidence quietly returned. And most importantly, he started feeling like himself again. What's happening here? The science behind it is fascinating. Walnuts may help support testosterone levels, the very hormone that fuels male vitality. As testosterone naturally declines with age, men begin to feel the effects, not just in intimacy but in strength, stamina, and even mood. On top of this, walnuts are known to improve blood flow because they're rich in compounds that relax blood vessels. And as you know, good circulation is one of the most critical factors for potency and overall vitality. But here's the misunderstanding many men fall into. They believe aging automatically means losing all vigor, as if there's nothing they can do about it. That isn't always true. Yes, aging changes the body, but lifestyle plays a much bigger role than most people realize. Small daily choices, like including walnuts as part of your diet, can make an incredible difference over time. Now, I'm not saying walnuts are a miracle cure. No single food can instantly solve every challenge of aging. But when paired with balanced meals, light exercise, and a healthy mindset, walnuts can be a powerful ally for men who want to feel strong, confident, and connected again. So yes, sleep matters. Energy matters. And potency matters too. But there's still one more piece of the puzzle, something often overlooked, yet perhaps the most important of all: your brain. Now, potency and sleep are vital, but let's talk about something often overlooked: the brain. Now, sleep and potency are crucial, but there is something even more precious that we often overlook: the mind. Because what is life, really, without memory, focus, and clarity? Think for a moment of a grandmother in her 70s. She was once the sharpest in the family, remembering every birthday, every recipe, every little detail about her grandchildren. But slowly she began forgetting small things: where she left her glasses, the names of neighbors, even important dates. At first, everyone dismissed it as normal aging. But she knew something was slipping. She decided to make a change. She began introducing more brain-healthy foods into her diet, and walnuts became a nightly ritual. Over time, her sharpness returned, not like she was 20 again, but enough to feel present, connected, and confident once more. And here's why that happened. Walnuts are rich in polyphenol and omega-3 fatty acids, two nutrients that have a direct impact on brain health. Omega-3s act like nourishment for the brain, supporting the communication between brain cells, keeping them active and alive. Polyphenol, on the other hand, fight inflammation, which silently damages brain tissue as we age. Together, they protect memory, sharpen focus, and may even lower the risk of cognitive decline as the years go by. But here's the mistake many people make. They believe memory loss and confusion are simply unavoidable after a certain age. They accept it as destiny. And while aging does bring changes, science has shown again and again that the brain responds to care. Nourishment matters. Habits matter. What you eat and how you live can either speed up decline or help slow it down. So here's a simple, practical step you can take. If you already enjoy walnuts before bed, try pairing them with a calming herbal tea like chamomile or lavender. The walnuts nourish the brain and body, while the tea gently relaxes the nerves, setting the stage for both sharper thinking and deeper sleep. This small evening ritual can do more than restore clarity, it can bring peace to your nights. But there's still one last benefit we must talk about, the benefit that ties everything together. Not just sleep, not just energy, not just potency, not even just memory. Something deeper. Something emotional. And that is your overall sense of well-being. But there's one last benefit that ties all of this together. Emotional well-being. Sleep, energy, vitality, and memory, these are all powerful gifts. But let's go even deeper, because beyond the body and the mind, there is the heart. And I don't just mean the organ that beats in your chest. I mean your emotional well-being, the part of you that feels joy, calm, and connection. Picture a widower in his late 60s. He had lost the love of his life, and though his children visited from time to time, the evenings were the hardest. The house felt empty. The nights were long, restless, and filled with silence. Loneliness crept in, and with it came a sense of unease, even sadness. But slowly he began introducing small, comforting rituals into his nights. A warm cup of tea, a quiet moment of reflection, and one or two walnuts before bed. It might sound small, almost insignificant, but these rituals gave him something he hadn't felt in a long time: peace. His sleep grew deeper, his mornings calmer, and even though the loneliness didn't vanish, he felt a gentle calmness return to his days. This is not a coincidence. Walnuts are more than just food, they contain nutrients that directly affect how we feel emotionally. They help reduce stress hormones, balance mood, and calm the nervous system. Their healthy fats also support heart health, which isn't just about living longer but living better. Because when your heart is healthy and your emotions are balanced, life feels lighter, steadier, and more worth living. And this balance is a powerful key to longevity, not just adding years to your life but adding life to your years. So here's my advice. Don't think of walnuts as just a snack. Think of them as part of a calming bedtime ritual. Something you do each night not only for your body but for your spirit. Just a few minutes to slow down, breathe, and nourish yourself with nature's gift. And now let's step back for a moment. We've talked about sleep, energy, potency, memory, and emotional balance. So, what does this all mean for you or your loved ones? Let's bring it all together. Growing older is never easy. The body feels different, energy doesn't flow like it once did, and nights of deep, peaceful sleep can sometimes feel like a memory from long ago. For many, it's not just the physical changes, it's the emotional weight that comes with them. Feeling tired in the mornings, restless at night, and wondering if the best days are behind you. It can feel like losing a part of yourself, a part of your independence, even a part of your identity. But here's the truth, you are not powerless. Aging is not the end of vitality. It is simply a new chapter, and the choices you make today can shape how vibrant and fulfilling this chapter will be. And sometimes, those choices are surprisingly simple. Think about this. A single nut, grown by nature, packed with nutrients that science confirms can calm the mind, restore energy, support vitality, and lift mood. Walnuts are not magic, but they are powerful. When combined with awareness and small lifestyle changes, they can bring back a sense of balance, stability, and renewal. So here's my encouragement for you. Tonight, don't reach for heavy snacks or turn to restless habits before bed. Instead, try this simple ritual. 1 or 2 walnuts, not a handful, just a couple. A glass of clean water to hydrate your body. And then sit quietly for a few deep, steady breaths. Let the day's stress fall away and prepare your mind and body for rest. Do this consistently, and you may be surprised how much calmer your nights feel and how much brighter your mornings become. And remember this, your later years don't have to be about decline. They can be about renewal. They can be about finding peace, balance, and a new rhythm for life. Every small choice you make is an act of care, for your body, for your mind, and for your future. It's never too late to choose wellness. It's never too late to choose vitality. And it's never too late to choose hope. We've covered a lot in this video. Think about it for a moment. We started with the struggle that so many people over 60 face. Restless nights, low energy, fading vitality, and even mood swings that make life feel heavier than it should. And then we looked at how something as simple as one nut, yes, just the walnut, can gently turn those struggles around. We've seen how walnuts can improve sleep, restore energy throughout the day, support potency and hormonal balance, sharpen the mind, and even uplift your mood. One small, natural food with such a powerful effect on the body. That's the beauty of nature. It gives us solutions that are simple, safe, and effective. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried eating walnuts at night? Did it make a difference in your sleep, your energy, or even your mood? Or maybe you're planning to start tonight after watching this video. Share your story in the comments below. You never know, your words might inspire someone else who feels stuck and needs hope. And if this video has been helpful to you, if it's given you even one idea that you can use in your daily life, I encourage you to subscribe to Elderly Advice for Life. This is a community where we share simple, natural ways to make aging more joyful, more peaceful, and more fulfilling. Every week, we bring you insights that can truly change how you experience your golden years. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this journey. Remember, your health is your wealth, and the smallest habits often create the biggest changes. So tonight, try this ritual: 1 or 2 walnuts, a glass of water, and a calm moment before bed. Take care of yourself because you deserve to feel strong, hopeful, and full of life. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and never forget, renewal is always possible. I'll see you in the next video.